Hi, and welcome to StrapaWatch. This is Michael Knapp with Michael Knapp Leather. Well, I've got a couple unboxings in this episode for you. And right here, this is a panel of leather that I ended up getting. I've always wanted to do something like this. I didn't have any of this type of leather in stock because what it is, it's very hard to find white leather that's high quality. And this is a Buttero. And yes, please subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell notification and the like button. I've been starting to ask more for that. I never used to ask, and lo and behold, now that I'm asking, more people are subscribing. So thank you to all my subscribers. But this right here is my Sinn 556i. I've had this watch now almost 10 years. In fact, I had this watch on when I went in 2014, I believe it was August of 2014, into Underwood's Jewelers, our Rolex authorized dealer here in the Jacksonville area. I was at the Riverside store, and the Milgauss, the Z Blue Milgauss, had just come out. I was presented with one by Jennifer, my salesperson there, and I had to buy it. So, and I was wearing this watch, and here are some of the examples from Sinn, the 556i, and I absolutely love this watch. I'm just going to say it. It's my favorite watch in my whole collection. It really is. I mean, I've got, Omegas, I've got Rolexes, and some other really sweet watches. But this is my everyday go-to. This is the watch that I've got. I've had it over 10 years, like I said. I bought it on eBay for $900. I think back then they were retailing for around $1,150, $1,200. Now it's $1,350 in this example with this black leather strap. And I've made several straps for this, but one of the things that I've always wanted to do with this particular black dial 556i was make a rally sports strap, especially it's summertime now. It's very hot down here in Florida. And I wanted something that was going to be a little more summery and cool and could cool off. And so this is the other unboxing, and I've been talking about it last couple of episodes. But this is the Weiss, the 556i Weiss White Dial limited edition. There were only 150 of these made, and I got one. And I couldn't believe it. I went back through my records to find out when I actually purchased it. And that was on December 23rd, 2021. I've had this watch now over 2.5 years. Never put it on. I took it out of the box originally 2.5 years ago, put it on my workbench in the leather studio, thinking I would be able to get to making a strap for it. And it's got its own Sinn buckle, and it is pronounced Sinn. It's German, and basically aviator watches. Really, I mean, I love these watches. I just do, man. They're just simple, my kind of design, very tooly, yet they can kind of dress up and everyday wear. And this is about the Weiss. This is what I was talking about. So, and for some years, I really wanted to get one of these. And any of you subscribers that have been with me quite a while would know I used to state it on a lot of my shows. If you find anybody that is for sale, let me know. And yes, there were only 150 of these produced. So that's why it was so hard to get. And you can see that one is made with the ETA 2824 movement. My Sinn 556i also has the 2824 movement. They are now with the SW200, the Solita movement, comparable to the 2824. A lot of people say it's better. I don't know. I had put these on the time grapher, and it's going to freak you out how accurate these watches are. Never been serviced. Like I said, my black dial. In fact, I remember when I was at Underwood's Jewelers getting the Milgauss, and Jennifer, the person there that was helping me check out, she said, "Oh, it's like a Darth Vader dial." And that was the first I had ever heard of that. It's kind of this really deep, dark black not a matte black, but that's what Weiss means in German, is matte white. It's more of a white. So what you're seeing me doing here today is making two straps, a black Horween, a shell Cordovan rally sport strap, basically for both watches, and then the white one, which I had fully intended on making also into a rally strap with, black edge coating on the inside of the punch outs. And I thought it would end up looking really cool. But I'll tell you what, wait till you see the final product. It turned out so sweet. I couldn't punch the holes in it. I just couldn't do it. I'm going to make another one eventually when I get some time. I'm, just going to be slammed. Anytime I try to take a vacation, which never works out, man. Oh, I could go into the whole story of that. In fact, I'll tell you a little bit. My poor wife, we have a gal that works for us, Rachel, beloved employee, and she was going to be covering for my wife this week. And she ended up calling early Monday morning, saying something was wrong with her eyes, and she couldn't come into work. So here my wife, on vacation, had to leave, go to our house to get ready. I mean, and worked all day. She worked all day yesterday. She worked a half day today. And it's just, that's my wife for you. And Rachel's okay. It was some kind of mites were in her eye and under her eyelids. I guess it's kind of common more in men. But I've never even heard of it before. She said, it's actually a pretty common thing that the eye doctors were telling her. And thank God she's okay. But she's moving. We're losing our beloved Rachel at our hearing healthcare clinic, and she's leaving next month. Going to be near her granddaughter down near Orlando. They're having a house built right now, and man, this gal, she's a retired RN. She's a Nuyorican. She was born here in the United States, grew up in Manhattan, but is Puerto Rican, is bilingual. You couldn't tell. Her English is perfect. But smart as a whip, and just the best employee you could ever ask for. So if, Rachel, you're seeing this, God bless you. We're going to miss you to death. We hired another girl we thought was going to end up working out great. She was there a week and then quit because it was too much, I guess, for her. But, oh well, at least we got another one hired. We're going to be training her for the next month before Rachel leaves. But yeah, you're seeing me hand make these two, a black and a white, on these black and white dial Sinn 556i's. And the eye, as you'll read, you can always go back, rewind, and then stop the video and review those write-ups that I had included in this video. Stands for indices, and then there's the A model with the alphanumeric, the numbers on the dial. I'm just an indices guy. Almost all of my watches have indices. It's just the look that I prefer. I never really had thought about it before, but it's like, why do I gravitate? Well, that's my style. That's what I like. And if you hadn't seen last episode that I did on that Breitling Premier, man, please check that out. Talk about my style. I'm not really a big complications type of a guy. I mean, I don't even need a date. I can barely read it as it is. But that Breitling is totally, it's that kind of panda dial. That's me. I like black and white. Yeah, I've got a lot of blue dials and stuff. My Tiffany blue is great. And a lot of you are like, wow, you mean you prefer this watch over your Tiffany? Well, in a day-to-day, day-in, day-out wear of daily wear, yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially once they discontinued the Tiffany and the prices just went through the roof on the value of that watch. And because it was just limitedly made over time, that watch is going to very much increase in value. So I do wear it, not often. I was wearing it daily at my day job because we wear these kind of Tiffany blue dress shirts, all of us at our clinic. And it before they discontinued it, I was wearing it every day. And then I saw the pricing on these things just shot through the roof. You know, I bought it brand new through our authorized dealer for $5,900. And I don't know, I should look on Chrono24 what they were going for, but at one time I saw one at $92,000. Now that was at the height. You know, there's been a correction in the market as of late, and they've also discontinued the Rolex Milgauss Z Blue Dial, which will also increase in value over time. And I'll be honest with you, I have not been wearing my Milgauss now, I would say, for almost 2 years. Ever since I did get the Tiffany, I pretty much stopped wearing the Milgauss. I'm sad to say, but it's just being honest. And it was always my favorite go-to watch in my collection for years. But it's not that they're retired. They are in my safe. And you know, it's just, and I'll never sell them. They're already accounted for, even after I pass away, to family, and then the Milgauss I'm leaving to one of my really dear friends, who's an attorney, and he's in charge of our whole estate planning and all that kind of stuff for us. So that's going to John. And really great guy. So here's you can see me right here. You know, this is that edge coat that I was going to put on the inside of the Weiss white strap, and that I just couldn't do it. But eventually I'll make one for it. I just got 2 massive orders in that, you know, I'm going to take up an enormous amount of time. But here we go, final product. You can see I put the Sinn buckles on both of these, but look how well this turned out. And man, on the wrist, you'll see this on a wrist roll here coming up, but here it is on the watch. Perfect fit, of course, for me. You know, I know my size pretty well to the millimeter. You saw me sizing out the leather earlier. It's just making sure I get it all down right. I only need one main keeper, no secondary keeper. It sticks out just, about 1/8 of an inch. And I'm getting ready to go on a diet and lose some weight again, because I'm at that point. When I get to a certain point, that's it, you know, and I'm sure some of you guys can relate. But here's the white one. So, I mean, check this out. This isn't for everybody. I get it. I'll be honest with you. When I got done with it, got it on the watch, I put it on, I walked inside the house, and I went to show my wife. She was in the kitchen. I said, hey, check this out. And the first thing she said was, oh, wow, that looks pretty gay on you, Michael. And I'm like, oh, honey, you know. And she's like, yeah, I'm just telling you what my thought. And I'm like, I don't care. You know, I got this sweater that I bought in Chicago years ago. I went up there to a hearing conference, and, man, it was cold, and I bought this sweater. And she always calls it my gay sweater, too. But here it is on the time grapher, and it's plus and minus 1 second. Plus and minus 1 second. After 10 years, and I bought it used on eBay, what is that telling you? That means it's like 0, right? I mean, it's perfect time right now. You know, so pretty cool. The Weiss right here is at plus 3 seconds. That's still outstanding. You know, and this is the first time having been wound up in 2.5 years. Now, one thing I'm disappointed in is the loom. So the black one is on the right, the white one is on the left. I thought it was going to be like my Damasco here with this white dial, and the whole dial looms up. I really thought that's how it was going to be, but no. It's got Super Luminova on the black hands and indices for illumination. But check this Rally Sport strap out. It turned out great. This is what I'm going to be wearing pretty much this summer. Like I said, I almost daily now have been wearing the Sinn 556i black dial, you know, and now I'll start wearing this Weiss more often. Yes, once again, please subscribe if you haven't. You can see I made this on 6/30/24, just getting the video all put together. But here's the number, 99 of 150. That's my number. So out of 150, this is number 99. Pretty rare and cool. It's pretty cool to have something like that. So here's the white one on the wrist. Again, like I said, it's not for everybody. But hey, for different kinds of occasions, I think this would be kind of a cool thing. And no, it's not something I'm going to put up for sale. If you really want a white strap, just, email me. It's on my contact page is my email. You can let me know. We'll work something out. All right. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. Very rare watch. Pretty cool. And can't wait till next time I get to see you guys. God bless you all. And until next time, keep on ticking.